I'm just really excited. I'm lucky to be here and to have been drafted here last year and for this franchise to put so many great.
It was a quiet Saturday morning in early June when a notification hit phones across the world and instantly shocked the basketball universe. Trusted insiders reported that Caitlin Clark, the most electric and financially transformative player women's basketball had ever seen, was left off the Team USA roster for the Paris Olympics. At first, people thought it had to be a mistake, a typo, a clerical error. How could the players selling out arenas, driving TV ratings up hundreds of percent, and dominating global conversation be considered unworthy of an Olympic spot? But as the shock faded, it turned into fury. Fans quickly realized this was an accident. It felt deliberate, like a message from the old guard trying to humble a rookie who had become bigger than the league itself. What followed exposed a web of politics, ego protection, and leadership failures that left millions of fans frustrated and confused. At the center of this controversy was WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert. In any major league, the commissioner's job is to protect the brand and maximize growth. The Olympics represent the biggest global marketing stage in sports. When superstars like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant were rising, the NBA moved mountains to put them front and center. Yet when Clark was snubbed, Engelbert claimed she had no authority over the USA Basketball Selection Committee. Technically true, but practically laughable. Commissioners wield enormous behind-the-scenes influence. Critics believe her silence was a choice. By not intervening, she protected league hierarchy instead of embracing a once-in-a-generation growth opportunity. The spotlight then shifted to Team USA head coach Cheryl Reeve. Months earlier, Reeve had publicly criticized the media's obsession with Clark, suggesting the league was being ignored in favor of one star. While defending the league is understandable, the tone felt bitter. That raised serious questions about impartiality. Many believed Reeve didn't want the media circus that Clark would bring to Paris. Every camera, every interview, every headline would revolve around Caitlin Clark. Not the system, not the veterans. Comfort and control appeared to outweigh growth and excitement. The roster itself only fueled the backlash. Diana Taurasi, a legendary but 42-year-old veteran, was selected despite being far past her prime. Chelsea Gray was included while injured and barely playing. Meanwhile, Clark was healthy, breaking records and leading the league in assists. If this was truly about basketball merit, those choices made little sense. It looked less like selection and more like seniority, a closed club protecting its own. Financially, the decision was a disaster. Broadcast partners had counted on Clark to drive Olympic viewership. She had become a ratings magnet, bringing casual fans into women's basketball. Without her, many casual viewers simply tuned out. What could have been a global showcase turned into a missed marketing goldmine. Once again, the league seemed afraid of its own success. Behind the scenes, locker room politics also played a role. Veterans had spent years grinding in relative obscurity. Suddenly, a rookie arrived with endorsement deals, charter flights, and non-stop media attention. Jealousy was inevitable. Some insiders believed the committee feared locker room resentment or chemistry issues if Clark joined the team. Appeasing veterans may have felt safer, but it came at the cost of alienating millions of fans. The official excuses, chemistry, experience, physicality, collapsed during the WNBA All-Star Game. Team USA faced Team WNBA, led by Clark and other snub players. Instead of dominance from the Olympians, Clark completely controlled the game. She orchestrated the offense, shattered assist records, and exposed the weakness of the chemistry argument in real time. The basketball world saw the truth with their own eyes. When that argument died, defenders shifted to a new narrative. We're protecting her. She needs rest. While Clark had played a heavy schedule, elite competitors don't want protection. They want opportunity. No one tells legends to sit out when a gold medal is on the line. Even Clark herself stayed professional publicly, but insiders confirmed she was hurt and motivated, and that's where the story truly turns. Instead of being humbled, Clark used the Olympic break to recover, train, and sharpen her game. When the WNBA season resumed, she went on a revenge tour. Records fell rapidly. Triple-doubles. Rookies scoring milestones. assist records that had stood for decades. The Indiana Fever transformed from a struggling team into playoff contenders. Every performance felt like a message to the decision-makers who doubted her. The irony is brutal. The league tried to control the narrative, and instead create a superstar even more dominant, even more marketable, and even more unstoppable. Caitlin Clark didn't need Olympic validation to prove she belongs at the top of the basketball world. And in the end, the snub may go down not as a mistake, but as the moment the WNBA accidentally created its most dangerous competitor yet. Fire